Greetings and welcome to TFT Tarot for Today. Divine Dabblings with Oberon and Banshee. This is me, Oberon, with Goth Tarot. My weekly look into the shadow issues of our lives. Maybe proposing to get at the idea of what's bugging us and if there's anything we can do about it. I've gone back to a previous reading style, but I'm changing it up a little bit by using different decks in that reading. So it's the next to last one where I basically created an ascending triangle and then a descending one. This spread is known as the Mystic Seven because there's a seventh card besides the 6 points. So I'm doing that again, only this time I'm eliminating the seventh point, which in my reading was called the Dark Gift. And I'm doing that because I find that with the shadow work that I do from the Earth and Bone Oracle set at the end is probably sufficient enough for that final point. The other changes are I'm using different decks for some of the points. So the first triangle, which I'm about to begin, the Ascending Triangle, I'm using the Murder of Crows Tarot. I'm just going to, it's kind of a stiff, large deck, so I'm just going to mix them around a little bit so I can just pick them better, or mix them better, I guess I should say. And by the way, this reading is for, whoops, they're falling now. This reading is for today, Wednesday, August 2nd, all the way till next Tuesday, and that's the 8th. Alrighty, so hold on a moment there. First card, the Dark Design. What is our general focus as Goths? What are the things that are around us that seem to be dark for us, perhaps? It's the Ace of Swords upright. So the Dark Design seems to indicate that we are starting an activity that maybe we have to focus our clarity as well as our force of will on it. You know, it's the kind of thing that maybe we really have to apply different sorts of understanding to it. You know, basically that's it. It is beginning for us. Because this is Goth Tarot, this may be the kind of thing where, you know, it will be controversial because we maybe are talking a lot about our personal experience in this idea of that project. So card 2 then is the Dark Drama, the influences from those around us. Basically, it could refer to gossip, but it could just also refer to what people are thinking or saying right now. And it's death. It's change. So the Dark Drama suggesting here that others feel a change is coming. Others feel you need to embrace change. Others feel change is coming to a lot of us. It could be really crucial and harsh change. It could be fundamental and sweeping. I'm trying to think. It's probably a big change for people in their own communities, whatever kind of communities those are. It seems to be bigger maybe than personal in some ways. So then the third card is the Dark Destiny, and this is the way things most likely can go forward from this. And it's the Five of Cups. It's upright, but the Five of Cups maybe talks about a sense of sadness in a way, or a sense of loss, a sense of feeling that, you know, there's going to be maybe a division or a parting of ways between people, or maybe we are looking at things maybe from the past, maybe not, but just looking with melancholy, better way to say that, at what we feel has left us or what we don't feel we have anymore. But at the same time, of course, that's one of those cards where maybe we just need to notice what we still have, because that is the important thing. So that completes the first triangle, and I'm going to begin the second triangle. And for the dark shadows, the things that haunt us, what is haunting us, I'm using the Horror Tarot, horror as in horror movies. And it's a nice tarot. I haven't used it a whole lot, but I wanted to swap out a couple of the decks. So I thought this might be a good one because it represents horrors, things that maybe are haunting us in different ways. And of course, it could refer to actual metaphysical or spiritual kind of concepts that are haunting us, or beings even. But more likely, it's parts of ourself, it's aspects that we can't reconcile. It could be other people's energy coming towards us, I suppose. What is haunting us? What is it that we can't seem to get away from? What is it that seems to always be there no matter what we're doing? We can't seem to get rid of it. Oh, they're so hard to read sometimes, but it looks like, yes, indeed. It's the reversed Seven of Swords, controversial card. What haunts us maybe is we can't get away from any duplicity. We are either not cunning or clever enough, or we have reputations, or we have feelings or situations attached to us that are saying we're not able to escape the criticism of others, mostly, whether that's coming through the dark drama, the idea of forcing change or having change come swiftly here to an entire community. You know, it is a little bit of an icky kind of reading. I don't know. What is haunting us, I think, is maybe we feel there is a more clever way to get at these problems or these situations, and it's just, we just can't figure it out. We need more clarity to think that cleverly. That's the swords there. So I'm not going to beat that dead horse. I want to move to the dark truth, the real reality that we may inhabit, whether we care to or not. And I'm using my Dark Grimoire Tarot for the dark truth. It's kind of Lovecraftian a little bit. I've used it a few times for some other readings we do. I think I'm using it for Totally Twisted Thursday. So the dark truth is representing what really is so important that we have to accept it. We have no choice but to accept it. We may want it to be very, very different. We may not want to believe it at all, etc., etc. I'm making it sound like you're ready to be really annoyed and have a tantrum about this dark truth, but let's see what it is. And it is this card's coming up a lot lately in other readings. It's the Page of Swords, and it is upright. There is something transformative here. The dark truth is we could seize a moment. We could show that we are, in fact, not only clever, but poised with grace, tact. We can kind of navigate through whatever is being caused here, whether it's through the dark drama or just the other ideas that are contained here, and really come out in a better position. Maybe be, able to show others, to some degree, that beginning is not false. This beginning here, this Page of Swords kind of goes with that Ace of Swords. It sort of is the surety of feeling that your progress can happen. You just need to apply some grace and dexterity to this, a little bit of cleverness. All right. But in all of this, there always can be a dark twist. and that is destiny or something unexpected that I wish to warn you about. Now, this is the only deck I did not swap out. I'm keeping the Black Tarot for that I had been using in this previous form of the reading. And I kind of have a reason for it. I'm not sure if I can articulate that, but I like the extreme blackness of the cards. There's something that is almost, in a sense, alien about the cards. You know, it just always has a non-human feel, and I find that that's appropriate for a dark twist, a very unexpected thing happening that no one could predict, maybe, other than this. I wish. So what is the dark twist? What is that unexpected destiny that could or maybe not help you, but you need to be aware of? And it's the reversed temperance. The dark twist. Things could go to a really extreme sense of imbalance. The dark twist could be someone really finds, whether it's you or this community or anything, that you're not going to get anywhere with some of that precision work going on with the swords and stuff. I mean, you got 3 swords there. Unless you can balance things, there's a lot of imbalance, and some of this needs to happen. I'm wondering if it's the imbalance of either not being able to accept the change that's coming through your drama, or because the change needs to happen, it will cause the imbalance, and they're right next to each other, so you could almost kind of wonder. I'm not sure if I can speculate more on that, but I would like to now close this off with the shadow work from the Earth and Bone Oracle set. It's by Syrian Shadow, and good news if you were trying to get it and you couldn't. I understand it's being republished. It's a new edition. There's been some lightening of the cards. The images are a little bit lighter, and different placement of the main legend of each card. It's by Rockwell Incorporated, which is another publishing company we're familiar with for tarots and oracles. So you can check that out, Earth and Bone at Rockwell, or by Rockwell. I don't know if anything else has changed in terms of the interpretations. I think it's just that visual for the cards, and they're quite lovely as they are, but Banshee tells me she's drawn to getting this other new edition for herself. Anyways, I have tried to manifest what we need here in terms of our shadow work. Well, couldn't say it better if I tried. Stoicism. Peaceful, harmonious, receptiveness, manifestation. The only thing that matters is what you think of yourself. Another person's opinion is just an opinion. Think highly of yourself. You are extraordinary and a miracle. Take back your power and never allow yourself to think that others' opinions of you matter more than the opinion of yourself. Every time you are upset because of what somebody else says about you, ask yourself, is what they think of you more important than what you think of yourself? Stop needing approval. It's those who do not care about receiving approval that get it. Endeavor to live the life that you have imagined for yourself. The opposite of more is enough. Be mindful to stay in your power by believing that you are enough and you have enough, rather than constantly needing or wanting more because you are enough and have more than enough. What can you give that others want or find valuable? Hope is openness to surprises. Life will always bring good things as surprises if you believe it will. And learn to be conscious about your response to challenges. Affirmation. I am happy and grateful because I am a magnet for miracles. I breathe light in. I am powerful. I make a positive difference in this world. And you know, I would just have to say that a lot of this does seem to be about a stoicism of sorts, that we here in Goth Tarot land realize that there are some big changes coming, and we will have to work with balance a lot. But it shouldn't keep us from what our goals should be. And even if we don't feel we have the mental clarity, we do. It's hidden there in the dark truth, but we do. So I want us all to remember that, you know, until the next time. Being stoic is kind of like part and parcel of being goth, if you think about it. So I want you all to reflect on that, and we'll see you next time.